Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Killalogue for the win, bringing you guys another Clash of Clans video. And today what I have to start off is a pretty good raid, just about 630k-ish. I'm not too sure what league I'm in, but with the loot bonus, it should be about 630k. Anyways, we're going to start off by taking out this guy's Barbarian King. And coming in from the top right, I noticed that Wizard Tower is sticking out there, that level 5 Wizard Tower, so I'm going to kind of go for that. And also he has that air defense there. So I'm going to try to take that out first. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and draw my healer first because that Wizard Tower was doing a bunch of damage to my Giants, and it's going to take them a little while to break through that wall. Also, I didn't have any spells, like I didn't have any healing spells or anything good like that. So hopefully these archers will actually take out that air defense before it kills my healer. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Nope, it's actually going to die just before it gets taken out. But oh well, I have a pretty good army. I still have a bunch of giants left, so they should be able to run around and take out most of this guy's defenses. So he does have that Wizard Tower at the bottom, and that other one on the left there, it's like a level 4 and he has a level 5 one left. There's a Town Hall 8er, so he has 3. So his Wizard Towers are really far out of the way. Now that I've made it into the center of his base, looks like he has like all of his collectors in there and his storages. So it's going to be pretty easy to get most of the loot from here. I'm just going to kind of sit and wait and see what, like, how far my guys actually make in the center to decide for whether I need to drop more troops over there on the top right, or I can go for these 2 collectors here on the bottom left. I'm going to start off by doing that. Yeah. So it looks like I've got most of the loot in the center. Now I'm just gonna try to get to these collectors. Looks like my guys did kind of stray off and miss the loot. There's that collector there in the center and that storage there in the top. So I'm gonna kind of go for that. My archers are definitely gonna be misguided by that cannon and stuff there. So it doesn't look like I'm really gonna make it to that. So I'm gonna go and end the battle. Still gonna make it just under 600k, so not too bad. Like 570-ish K, and we have 52 minutes just about estimated, or what's the word? Not estimated, rounded. 52 minutes rounded for the Town Hall 10 to be done. And yeah, I'm just gonna go in on this guy really quickly. Pretty bad base, so we're gonna try to get this like 400k loot raid, and yeah, try to get all the loot that I can get. He had a pretty good bit of gold. And I was actually kind of busy whenever I was raiding here, so I was just going for pretty much any base that had a decent amount of loot. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go in from the top right angle. I do have a healer as well. Looks like I dropped a healer a little bit late. I waited too long to drop her. That was a little bit of a fail, maybe, but she actually does make it to my guys, so it doesn't really matter. Now my guys are making their way into the center. It looks really crazy with the raid spell. I don't know if it's because it's a level 5 raid spell or they did it with an update, but to me the raid spell looks kind of different now. I'm not really too sure. I think that maybe it's because the Christmas update, maybe it has something to do with that. Anyways, more warnings about my battery being low. I was clashing too hard. Maybe I was clashing a little bit too hard at this point. Anyways, we're making our way to the bottom of this guy's base now. We've just got a couple of storages and a couple of collectors left. Looks like I honestly did probably a kind of bad job of raiding this guy. Maybe I didn't have a full army or something. I'm not really too sure. But I should have toppled this base a little bit easier, it seems. Looks like those archers on the top are somehow managing to survive with that healer. That's pretty crazy. The only thing really attacking them, though, is that Wizard Tower, and it's only like level 2, so once that Archer Tower gets to them, it's probably going to one-shot most of them, yep, with that cannon. And now I'm just waiting on my guys on the bottom of the base to go ahead and get to the rest of that loot, but it looks like we had all the gold, so I'm going to go ahead and end the battle. I didn't need elixir. So, yeah, my Town Hall is almost done, and then there I went ahead and skipped ahead to whenever it was done. And yay, I have a Town Hall 10. Finally, the wait is over. The series is over. We can start a new series now, Road to Farming to Max Out Town Hall 10. The very first building that I'm going to get here is my xbow. And unfortunately, I did not have enough gold to start an Inferno Tower at the same time. I don't even know if that would be possible. I think it's like 5 million for each. Anyways, we are going to get the gold mines going as well. And let's see what else we can get. I think that's going to be all 3 of my builders for right now. Or no, I have another builder here. And I'm considering this Archer Tower, or I can get the drill. I think I'm actually going to go with the drill because I had like max elixir, so I need to go ahead and use that elixir. Also, it's really nice having third dark elixir drill. So yeah, gonna skip ahead a bit and go ahead and get an archer tower and a cannon after those two collectors got done. They only took a minute each, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these two buildings started. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and instantly get them leveled up to level 2 and stuff. We're gonna try to get them up as quickly as possible. So now I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. I've got enough elixir. I farmed up enough elixir to actually max out my lab. It only took 6 days, so was surprisingly did not take that long. The very first raid that I found as a Town Hall 10er was like ridiculous. I mean, this guy had almost 700,000 gold and over 500,000 elixir. I don't even know like how I found this as my first raid. I found a bunch of raids like this, and I would find them with these inferno towers, and they'd just be insanely overpowered Town Hall 10 bases. Like, I should copy a base, like I should copy this base or one similar to it maybe, because this base is so overpowered. Like, oh my god, I'm not even sure how far I would have got if I had a go wipe on this guy. But my giants are dying off right now. He has clan castle troops coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a healing spell, and I'm going to drop a bunch of more troops on the top, hoping they'll make their way in, at least get some of that gold and elixir. I don't know how far I'm actually going to make it on this guy's base. He has his inferno towers set to go against multiple targets, which is actually devastating. It's devastating, it's just complete devastation against my infantry right now. They're actually not going to make it too far. And that really sucks. They're not going to make it even close to touching it. I mean, kind of close, but I mean, they just had no chance of destroying those inferno towers and those xbows. This is a pretty good base by this guy RE and a clan Matsoli. He must be like foreign or something. Anyways, on this raid, I'm only going to get about 400k in loot. He had like 1.2 million at least, so or 1.1, 1.2, something insanely high up there. And unfortunately, I'm not going to even get close to all of it. His base was just so good, and I tend to find that up in cups sometimes against Town Hall 10ers. It's pretty annoying, I'm not going to lie. It's a huge tease, because you see all this loot, but you can never actually get to all of it. I mean, I don't even know what kind of army I would need to actually destroy all that. Obviously, you couldn't do it with Hog Riders with his Inferno towers set the way that they are and stuff like that. Anyways, here I'm going to get raided by a Town Hall 10er. Whenever I first turned Town Hall 10, I was getting raided a bunch by really strong players, and it was a bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. Now I'm not getting really raided very much. I'm just getting taken out from my Town Hall since I do have my Town Hall outside. Once my second Inferno tower gets done, I am going to try to change my base. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for a really good Town Hall 10 farming base. I know I need to change my base. I still have this current base right now, and I just have all my buildings on the top upgrading. I don't really need to have them in my base so badly. You see that drill I have in the center there? I actually put my one Inferno tower that's done in there, and I have a second Inferno tower that's almost done. So I asked for some help on Twitter from you guys, and somebody actually did tweet me a base of a farming Town Hall 10 base. And to be honest, I wasn't extremely fond of it. I think I could find something a little bit better. It was a pretty good base. Somebody in my clan has a similar base, a similar Town Hall 10. But I want to go for something maybe a little bit better, in my personal opinion. I mean, mainly it probably comes down to just opinion. But anyways, here we're just racking up the levels on our archer tower and our, whatchamacallit, our cannon and archer tower. And here what I found is actually a Town Hall 7er with a bunch of gold, or no, not a bunch. He has like 70,000 gold and 70,000 elixir, and I figured this will probably be my last time to ever raid a Town Hall 7 in my Clash of Clans career. So I figured I might as well go ahead and take it. Obviously, like all of the loot was in his collectors. We're down to 1 gold after taking them all out, all his gold mines out, or whatever you want to call them, collectors. And yeah, he has a couple of extra elixir collectors on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and try to farm them. I really needed elixir really badly at this point to max out my army camps, to start, you know, level 6 gobs, everything like that. So I figured I might as well go ahead and take it, use a cheap army, get, you know, profit a little bit of elixir with it. And yeah, so there, pretty much every time I finish a raid, I'm going to show the top of my base for the time being, just so I can give you guys an update on where my builders are at in the time scale or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, this guy's a kind of weird base. He's got a bunch of freaking buildings on the outside of his base. I'm not too sure. I'm going to mainly go for them first. I probably could use my infantry to take out a little bit more of them, but I did have a good bit of giants, so I'm going to go ahead and drop all of them. And yeah, we're going to take out this mortar and this wizard tower, splash damage buildings. I actually found a 600k raid here, which is pretty nice. Actually, that's really nice for town hall. I mean, once you're a town hall 10er, I will take a 600k raid all day, any day. I'm actually really happy to get those. To be honest with you guys, I have been struggling, man. It's been a bit of a struggle at town hall 10 to find loot. Finding bases, you know, if I find a base with 150k of each loot, I'm gonna take it 9 out of 10. If it's pretty, you know, pretty susceptible to getting, then I'm definitely going to go for it. And yeah, that kind of sucks because before I would definitely, you know, I would skip bases like that and go for, you know, these big 600k raids and stuff like that. But it's pretty rare to find. You know, I think that Gold 2 is the best league. So right now I'm going to try to farm a bunch today and maybe get another army camp started or something like that. I know my second Inferno tower is almost done. So that's just a little update about my base. The current, hopefully I can catch up as soon as possible. I am making a video the day after I made the last video, so I'm going to try to get these daily uploads out, and yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I know I need to catch up. I know I haven't posted in a few days, so I'm definitely going to catch up on the videos, or I went a few days without posting. Anyways, does anybody else like the way that the Town Hall 10 looks whenever it's crushed? I think it looks pretty cool with the little bits of red in there. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool like that. Anyways, this guy also had his dark elixir outside for no reason. This is just such a strange base. A Town Hall 10er with like black walls or gray walls, and I don't even know like what this guy's mentality is. I don't know if he gemmed this base or what, but it's interesting, man. It really is interesting, you know, all the different bases. There's just such an array of different types of bases in Clash of Clans. That's what keeps the game so interesting for me. It's never the same, you know. It's never the same. I mean, it is like kind of the same map, but it's always different bases, and that's one of the main things that keeps me going in this game. What drives me. Here, what I found is like a 650k raid. Hopefully, we can manage to get it all. I do have a strange army a little bit. I have 10 hog riders and 5 giants. I would have preferred to have a bit more hog riders, but if I play my cards right, I should be able to get most of the loot here. Looks like it's a pretty decent base, not the best base in the world. It does have a level 2 xbow and Inferno tower. Fortunately, his Inferno tower is down. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go in from the top right, drop a raid spell. These hog riders are going to work. Unfortunately, I do not have a healing spell, so I'm going to use these raid spells really quickly to try to get to that xbow and take out as many defenses as possible with them and utilize them the best that I can. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a bunch of my infantry from the top right. Then I started to look at the bottom of this guy's base and realized that he's got a lot of collectors down there with a lot of loot in them, so I need to make sure I get to that. So before I use all my infantry on the top, I'm going to definitely spread out some guys in the bottom of this guy's base and try to get the majority of his loot. I actually did drop a raid spell there. I don't know how necessary it was, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of like Godson. Now he'll drop a raid spell with like a golem and stuff, you know, and just go for outskirt buildings. Anyways, now mainly I've noticed that the rest of the loot is probably mainly in these collectors, these elixir collectors in the top left, so that's what I'm going for. A bunch of my guys have made it to the center, a fair amount of them, and they are actually picking at these storages, so that's pretty nice. Hopefully they can get most of that elixir in there. We're down to like 80,000 loot left on the table, and basically my infantry have died off, and that sucks. And yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and go back to my base really quickly, and then we're gonna go back in and raid. And then we found, what is this, like an 800k, no, about a 700k raid. We actually do have a good bit of hog riders, fortunately. Unfortunately, I do not have any healing spells here, so we're gonna have to wing it, just wing it a little bit here on this one. It does look like I do have enough hog riders to make their way around. Hopefully if I can use my infantry right and distract some of these defenses with them, I will be able to 3-star this guy's base. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and drop some barbarians at the bottom here. If they don't distract too much, they can at least take out the bottom buildings while the hog riders are distracting. And yeah, we are almost done with this video. It's been a quick commentary. I don't know why. Don't know Don't know why. I guess I just keep myself busy talking. I don't know. I just love doing these commentaries now. I love doing them so much and just talking into the mic and, you know, being able to interact with you guys. Okay. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Alright. On this video, I should be using a thumbnail for my new thumbnail artist. His name is Clash of Network. He's a YouTuber as well. I think he just started a Clash of Clans channel, so I will be sure to leave the link to his channel down in the description below. Yeah, check him out if you want to see, if you need thumbnails, check him out for Clash of Clans videos. I believe he's a Town Hall 8 or something like that, and he's farming as well. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my elixir collector a little bit and upgrade that mine. And that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave a like and a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the feedback that you guys give me. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys soon with a new video. And peace.